This is the Pop-Up Globe Theatre in Auckland. It's currently under construction and I've had a chance to take a look inside. And believe me, when it's finished, it'll give Aucklanders the chance to see how Shakespeare was done in the Elizabethan era. The theatre is a full-scale replica of Shakespeare's Second Globe Theatre and will host a season of the playwright's most famous works. The opening in February will mark 400 years since the bard's death. For the man behind this Kiwi project, there is a personal reason as to why he wanted to build it.
A couple of years ago, my little girl Nancy and I were reading a pop-up storybook, and Shakespeare's Globe in London popped up. My little girl said, "Can we go there?" I said, "Well, probably not. We're in Auckland, it's a long way away." But then an idea began to take shape, that perhaps if we couldn't go and see a Globe replica elsewhere, perhaps we could pop one up here.
The theatre is the world's first full-scale replica of the Globe, and it literally is a pop-up structure. It'll be removed after the season ends, but it's still a substantial building conceived and designed in New Zealand.
There's over 100 tonne of layer scaffolding. There's over 100 tonne of concrete ballast goes into the theatre. Kilometres of plywood and timber. Over 100,000 individual components make up the Pop-Up Globe.
It's a space that has huge intimacy with the audience on many different levels. For every member of the audience, they're going to have a different experience, but they're all going to be brilliant experiences. So for me, the exciting part is that dynamic between the actor and the audience, and in this theatre particularly.
It's not every day you get to come to a 400-year-old theatre, you know, and I think the building itself will be, you know, a reason to come, you know, not just the world-class theatre you're going to see, but to actually see what it was like 400 years ago.
I think it's important that in New Zealand we tell lots of different stories about who we are. One of those stories is about our sporting prowess, another one's about our innovation. But this is a story about New Zealanders' deep interest in culture and in Shakespeare. I think that's rather special.